basically now means is, as soon as this seminar gets over, all of you can go back home, invite all your friends to come online and chat with you, send them a file, find out the IP address and start hacking into the computers. Now, although that is extremely true, the only problem is even your friends can find out your computer's IP address using this exact simple technique. So what are the solutions, what are the precautions that all of you can take to protect your computer's IP address from being found out on the internet? First of all, do not accept file transfers, voice calls or video calls from unknown people. And trust me, when I say unknown people, I'm actually talking about your best friends. Because normally unknown people would not be interested in finding out your IP address. They don't really care what you have on your computer. It's usually people that you know quite well who like to do that. So when you're interacting with people that you know on the internet, your level of alertness should only increase. However, a much better countermeasure remains you must always chat online only after connecting to something known as a proxy server. Obvious question here is, what exactly is a proxy server and how is it going to protect your IP address? Now you can think of a proxy server as something like a dummy computer. Normally what happens is your computer directly communicates online with websites, systems and servers. As a result, everybody will know your computer's IP address. However, if you first connect to a proxy server, hide behind that proxy and then carry out communication on the internet, then everybody will think that they're communicating with the proxy, but in reality it is you hiding behind the proxy and carrying out communication on the internet. I will be giving a demonstration of a proxy server very soon, but right now just understand that if you want to protect your IP address, all you got to do is connect to a proxy server. So let me quickly move on to the second most commonly used technique of finding out a remote computer's IP address, that is through websites. Now say for example, you want to find out your friend's IP address using a website. What do you need to do? Step number one, you got to create your own website, web page or blog. Once you have done that, the second step is on the home page of that website, web page or blog, you need to include some JavaScript or applet in such a way that whenever any visitor visits that website, web page or blog, automatically that visitor's IP address will get recorded. Now if you know web programming or scripting, then writing such a script is quite easy. However, let's assume that you don't know web programming or scripting. Even in that case, doing something like this is quite easy. All you got to do is start your browser and simply connect to the following website. And the website address that you need to connect to is www.planetsourcecode.com. So start your browser and simply connect to planetsourcecode.com. PlanetSourceCode.com is basically a search engine for free programming source code. You can just type the description of the type of program or source code you want, click on search and it will search the entire database and give you the programming source code, which you can then include in the homepage of your website. And the final step is to invite your friend to come and visit your website. So maybe you can email or SMS your friends saying that, hey, I just uploaded pictures from last night, or the videos are really good, or something like that. And as soon as your friend visits your website, automatically in the background, the Java applet or script will record your friend's IP address. As simple as that. Now at this stage, what I like to do is, I like to actually give to all of you the first live demonstration of the day. And this demonstration is going to be of how you can visit your favorite websites on the internet absolutely anonymously, safely and securely. Now first of all, let's assume that your favorite website on the internet happens to be google.com. So if you want to connect to google.com, what do you normally do? You'll probably start your browser and probably type google.com and press enter, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So let me quickly go ahead and start my browser. So if all of you look at the screen, I've opened my browser. I'm going to type google.com, press enter, and hopefully within a few seconds, if all of you look at the screen, the google.com website has been displayed on the screen. Very simple and very straightforward, and I'm quite sure that all of you, including myself, access google.com in the same manner. However, there is a slight problem, and the problem is, in this case, Google knows who I am. Google knows my IP address, Google knows my identity, and since Google knows my IP address, they also know my exact geographical location on the world map, which usually includes the continent, country, city that I am in. And also, if you look very, very carefully, on the right hand side top corner of the screen, you will notice that Google has displayed my Gmail email address. So I have a Gmail account and I have enabled the remember me option. So now whenever I connect to google.com, automatically Google will display my Gmail address on the right hand side top corner of the screen. So since Google knows my Gmail address, they will obviously also know my full name, phone number, contact address, age and other private information. And the worst part is, now whatever I search for on google.com gets recorded in their permanent database along with my name, phone number, address, age and other private information. And now think about all the embarrassing things that all of us search for on google.com every single day, and imagine that all those embarrassing things are getting recorded in their database along with your name, phone number, address, age and other private information. So what if you wanted to connect to google.com absolutely anonymously, safely and securely? What do you need to do? All you need to do is, first of all, instead of directly connecting to google.com, you need to start your browser and first connect to a very, very interesting website known as anonymizer.com. I'm going to type in this URL in this notepad file, so all of you can copy it down if you want. So start your browser and first connect to anonymizer.com. Now if you connect to anonymizer.com, this is what you will see on the screen. On the left hand side, it actually scares you by displaying your IP address. So right now, my laptop's IP address has been found out by this website and has been displayed on the screen. And secondly, it has also displayed my location. It says Mumbai, India, because right now I'm connected to the internet using a data card that is registered in Mumbai. And finally, it is showing my browser and my operating system information as well. So basically, whenever you visit absolutely any website on the internet, all this information along with other information is being transmitted to each and every website. So now what happens is, if you want to protect your identity and protect your IP address, all you have to do is download anonymizer.com onto your computer, and once you download it, you can start using it to connect to absolutely all your favorite websites on the internet. The only problem is, you can't download it free of cost. As soon as you click on buy now or download, you'll be asked to enter your credit card information. And only once you pay this website around $80 will they actually allow you to continue to use the services. And I'm very sure that everybody in this room, including myself, rather give out our IP address than give out our credit card number on this website. So I'm not even asking you to make any payment to this website. I'm not even asking you to enter your credit card information on this website. All you have to do instead is simply start your browser and simply connect to the Russian equivalent of the same website, which is anonymizer.ru. So instead of anonymizer.com, simply connect to anonymizer.ru. Anonymizer.ru, like the name suggests, is basically a Russian website. And there are a lot of practical advantages of using Russian websites. Because first of all, most of the Russian websites are free. So there are no payments or no credit cards involved. Secondly, and more importantly, most of the Russian websites have been created and have been set up by computer criminals. So only a computer criminal can understand another criminal's needs So it's perfect for all of us. And most importantly, none of these Russian websites maintain any records or log files. In other words, let's imagine a scenario that there was a criminal who wanted to hack into maybe the FBI website and not get caught for it. So the criminal could easily potentially connect to anonymizer.ru, hide behind it, protect his IP address, and then hack into